Hi, Tina. Let me ask you something. How do you think this is going to play out? What is satisfactory to you to have this play out? That he loses all his buildings? He already can't do business for 3 years. I mean, what's this? Do you realize? Let's take Trump out of the equation. Do you really think developers now will come in New York after this? Because every developer does what Donald Trump did. They overinflate everything. The bank comes in and says, nah, I don't think so. And we give you a loan based on what we think the property is worth and blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing you do with a house. But then Trump got the loans, paid them back early with interest, and for some reason he did something wrong. Apparently he frauded the tax, the New York State and city tax code or something. Well, how do you defraud something they put out themselves? In other words, my house is assessed for their taxes. So once they make the assessment, that's what my property taxes are. They do the same thing in Manhattan with Trump's buildings, with anybody who owns buildings in New York City. So how are you defrauding somebody who's putting out the number they tell you to pay? I can see if you didn't pay it, that's different. That's tax evasion. That's not paying your taxes. But if you paid the taxes that the state and city set for said property, where's the fraud? So I don't know what you're expecting out of today. Like what's going to happen to Trump? Nothing. He's already more popular now. And if they take away his buildings, he's going to get even more popular. Everything you think is going to happen that's bad turns into a plus for Trump. Because everybody can see that this is a bunch of crap. And even if it's not, that's the perception. The perception is it's crap. It's a baseless allegation by a vindictive attorney general. That's what everybody sees. End of story. Doesn't matter if it's a woman or if she's black or white or Asian. It doesn't matter. The attorney general of New York State went after Trump because that's what she campaigned on. And that's how she won. Now, I don't think she's going to win re-election because this is going to backfire on her big time. At some point, this is going to backfire on her. Now, I saw another thing with your videos or on your Twitter account, I don't remember, that you think someone's going to put up the money for Trump. Now, I've heard conflicting stories. He doesn't have enough money to do it. He doesn't have the backing for it. I even heard that bail bondsmen don't even want to take the bail bond. So I don't know the entire full story of why he probably doesn't have that much money on hand. And I don't think they'll let him sell the buildings that he does own to get up that bond. So, and he's putting Truth Social on the stock market. He's bound to make billions off that. But that's not until a few weeks or a few months from now. So it doesn't help him now with cash flow. So if you think he's getting it from a foreign entity, please look at Joe Biden. Please look at his son. You're going to tell me there's no foreign money coming in? And here's the other thing. It also defies logic. If you are going to sit here and believe that they are going to raise taxes on the rich and the corporations, you're out of your mind. Because those rich people are them. Biden is doing the State of the Union to millionaires. Somehow they're all millionaires, or at least 90% of them are. Nancy Pelosi apparently is the greatest stockbroker ever. Look at me, I look like Trump. This is wrong. Either way, they're not raising taxes on corporations because the corporations are the ones who donate to them. And they'll pull their money right out if they find out that they're getting screwed by the politician they're paying off. It's a vicious, vicious cycle. And I don't see it changing ever. Ever. So back to the original point. I don't know what you're expecting today. Even if they seize his assets, it makes him even more popular. There's nothing diminishing this man's popularity, and there's nothing stopping the train that he's on from rolling right over Joe Biden right now. That's just the way I see it. You may see it differently, but I don't see a way, unless Trump is physically behind bars, I don't see a way that he doesn't win this election. There's absolutely no way, because the economy is crap. Your immigration thing that you said, look, illegal immigrants, when Trump was in office, was nowhere near what it is now. So I don't know exactly what you were getting at there. But the pandemic, yes, stopped the flow of migrants, a lot of it. But before the pandemic, there was maybe a total of 1.5 million coming over the border over 3 years. Maybe 2 million. I'll give you the 2 million. But it's still less than what Joe Biden let come over after he took away all the executive powers, all the executive orders to close the border. 1 year alone was 2.2 million people. We've had, I think what they're saying is 10 million people in 3 years. That's a lot. I mean, even New York City's struggling with this. We have almost 200,000 people. And that's nothing compared with the border states are dealing with. So I don't know what you're getting at with that either, with the immigration problem. But I'm just talking about border crossings themselves. Border crossings were nowhere near what they are now. So I don't know what you're getting at with all this, but I'm just explaining to you how I see things and what I've read and what I've seen. Everybody's talking about the what the hell is it? The federal minister of the money in Ukraine. The Ukraine Central Bank guy. He runs the central bank. That he bought a Rolls Royce with the money coming in. It was proven to be false, but people believed it enough where, because the Ukraine money hasn't been, let's just say, tracked. Nobody knows where the money's going. To who, to what, to where, nobody knows. And apparently, the last I heard, 37 billion of it was missing. That's a problem, because you're not vetting where this money is going. You're just giving it and saying, okay, thanks. And not only that, you're borrowing it from other countries, because we ain't got it. We're borrowing from other countries to give to Ukraine. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So you have a good day, Tina. I hope you're feeling okay. I saw your whole thing with the twins earlier. Just take it easy, huh? We don't want to see anything bad happen. You all have a good day. Booyah.